Speedrunning. It's done for basically every game in the world, and almost everybody knows what it is. From Super Mario 64 to Minecraft, every game has some type of speedrun. For Skyblock, this is coin speedrunning. This is where the speedrunner sees how fast they can obtain a certain amount of coins on a new profile without any help from other players. I previously speedran to 1 million coins, and I ended with a time of 48:18. But today, I've decided to see how fast I can get to 10 million coins on a new profile. But before I get into it, please hit that subscribe button, because at 70,000 subscribers, I'll do a cooking stream. My idea to do this speedrun was to first unlock Bazaar, get 1 million coins through flipping, and then open white gifts until I hit 10 million coins. On paper, this seems like a good idea, but trust me, it's not worth it. It was pretty easy to get my first 1 million coins, usually taking me less than an hour to do so. But as soon as I started opening gifts, it started going downhill. Sometimes I got lucky.
Let's go, Snow Minion!
Oh, I thought it was a snow minion. I was talking so hard.
Oh my gosh!
Yes! Yes! 1 million. 1 million, let's go. But most of the time, I took a fat L. Oh. To put it into perspective, here is the loot I salvaged from some of my failed runs. Keep in mind, most of the time, my runs ended up with me losing all my coins to gifts. Here you can see how long I put into runs. 9 hours doesn't seem like that much, but this is only the amount of time I spent on my main PC. On my laptop, I spent an additional 10.5 hours, bringing me to a total of 20 hours spent on this speedrun. After a long time of miserably failing with gifts, I just decided to stop doing the gift strat. And after I did that, I was finally able to get this run. As soon as I started, I did /war pub to get straight to the hub. After this, I took a slightly different approach than usual. I headed straight to the alchemist and farmed a little bit of nether wart until I had 33. Then I headed straight to the weaponsmith, where I sold this nether wart and bought myself an undead sword. With this undead sword, I went straight to the graveyard and started killing zombies until I could eventually get combat level 1. After this, I went straight to the spider's den. I think you may be able to see where I'm going with this, but if you don't, I was going to head for the archaeologist. While I was going there, it was extremely unlucky because it was raining, meaning the slimes can spawn, and I got hit by one of the slimes, and then I got hit by a skeleton, and eventually leaving me with 1.5 hearts. After clicking on the archaeologist, I headed straight for the dragon skull. While I was there, I had to kill a skeleton so I didn't die, and do a little bit of parkour to get on top of the head. Now that I was on top, I located the relic, and by right clicking it, I got 10,000 coins. While 10,000 coins is a decent amount, it's not enough to start flipping quite quickly. So I decided I'll get 30k before I started flipping. So I headed to 2 more relics. The first relic is quite easy to get to, and all you have to do is go into this little hole. And then the second relic is just behind this little boulder, and you just have to jump around it. And now, after I claimed both of them, I had 30k in my purse. Now that I had 30k coins, I began rejuvenate flipping. If you don't know what that is, here is a very simple rundown. Basically, you buy rejuvenate books for low, and you sell them for like 10 or 20k higher. And that's basically all you do. I proceeded to do this for about 46 minutes, until I was eventually able to craft myself a rejuvenate 5 book by buying 16 rejuvenate 1 books. I bought all these books from a range of about 20k coins to 40k coins. If we assume I just bought all of them at 30k, because that's like the average, then I would have paid 480k to actually craft the book, and I sold it for 950k. So that is 470k profit out of thin air. After about 5 minutes, the book finally sold, and now I had about 1.2 million coins to my name. Instead of putting this money straight back into rejuvenate books, I actually went and looked at Ultimate Wise books for a bit. While I couldn't afford to make myself an Ultimate Wise 5 book, instead I just looked for big gaps in the prices from ones that is lowest bin and one is the second lowest bin, and I could see big gaps like 50k. So I would buy them if they were a decently big gap and just resell them for a higher price. Here you can see an example of where I buy an Ultimate Wise book for 150k, then I immediately relist it for 199k, and in less than a minute it sells, giving me basically a free 50k profit. I continued to do this along with some Rejuvenate flipping, and after 30 minutes I was able to craft myself a Ultimate Wise 5 book, which I could sell for an insane markup. I bought each Ultimate Wise book from around 150k to 190k. If we take an overestimate that I paid 200k per book, it would cost me 3.2 million coins to make an Ultimate Wise 5 book, and I basically sold the book for 4 million. So that was an easy 800k flip. One way I got a ton of books for quite cheap is by targeting level 2 books instead of level 1 books. Technically, if you're putting up a level 2 book, you should just double the price of level 1, but usually that doesn't happen. So by using this mod that tells me the actual value of each level 2 book compared to the value of level 1 books, I can actually see if I'm getting a good deal, and if I do, I just cop it. I'm gonna be honest, after this, all I did was just flip Rejuvenates and Ultimate Wise 5 books for the entire rest of the challenge. And I did that over and over again until finally I got to this point. All I need now is for this to sell and I'm done. Yeah, this sells. I'm at 10 mil. So, I guess we wait. It's the lowest. Whoa! Oh! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go. 2 minutes, 2 hours, 53 seconds. 2 hours, 53 minutes. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, I'm done. I've probably spent over 24 hours doing runs. Let's go. I would say that a time of 253 is not that bad, but I know I could do a lot better. There's a ton of RNG with flipping, so if I tried this enough, I probably could get a way better run. I also had to talk to my grandma and grandpa and had other interruptions, which made me go AFK for a few minutes, losing a ton of time. And that's basically it. This video was largely inspired by Smallant, and if you enjoyed this style of video, let me know in the comments so I can make more videos like this, because it's really enjoyable to do. Also, huge shout out to the people who helped me open gifts when I kept failing, Extruda Kill L and Yudo MC, big shout out to them, and bye! Pharmacy. Woo!